Yo, people, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. Man City drew 0-0 with Inter Milan. And, today for me, this game was kind of reminiscent of that final game between City and Milan. City struggled. They did create some chances as well, but I think for me, Milan's shape, their discipline, um, especially, the control they had in midfield. Barella, Chanaloglu, whatever his name is. Chananoglu, there we go. Yo, him, Barella. I thought the right back, Bissek as well. I thought he was pretty decent today. Grealish tried to create a few opportunities. And yeah, he did kind of create some chances too. But I think I was really impressed by Inter Milan, their defensive shape. They had a few opportunities to break. Final passes weren't great. Um, they just didn't carry that much of a threat. But I just have to say this, bro. Marcus Thuram is just an awful striker. Yo, this guy is so bad, bro. Like, he had a few opportunities today to make the right decision, you know, hit the target. And this guy runs like he's at the beach and he's got like a parachute attached to him. It's just, and he's running barefoot. Like, he's just awful, bro. Turam is an awful, awful striker. Like, yes, he gets goals, and he. I don't know, man. It's just, I feel like if Inter had a different type of striker up there, they probably would have did a lot better in this game. That guy he's just straight trash, bro. Awful player. I think if you look at their defense, Acerbi, Bastoni, again, solidity defensively. They didn't really make too many mistakes. City did grow into this game a lot. They created a few opportunities. Foden, like 2 times, he could have scored. Gundogan had a few opportunities he could have scored as well. Inter, they didn't really create those clear-cut chances. Everything they had were like half chances here and there. But I think all in all, their game plan was pretty good. Um, and they did well, And if you look at Man City, I think they didn't really have to, especially like defensively. Yeah, they got hit a few times on the counter, but for the most part, they were kind of comfortable. But for me, one player I want to highlight from Inter Milan, Barella. This guy is like, he reminds me of Marco Verratti. It's just the control, the confidence, you know, the ability to play out of pressure, the press resistance. That guy is just unbelievable, man. Yo, Barella is some serious player, and for whatever reason, if he does not want to leave Inter Milan, they're very lucky to have him. But this guy is just the way he was playing out of pressure, and just for some time, it was just like City really couldn't do much with the guy. That's how impressive he was for me. I think him, Chananoglu in that midfield, they really did help and to be able to like maintain that balance. They had that option to be able to kind of play out the press. And I believe if it were not for those two, the City press that they had aggressively, yeah, Milan would have been they would have been destroyed. But those two, I want to give them a big shout out. And I think if you go on Man City side, Grealish had a good game. Rico Lewis, he had an okay game. I don't really think he impacted the game as much. Savio was looking, sharp a few times. I thought he was going to drop the shoulder and just go on the outside, and he did that. But I think he could have definitely imposed himself a bit more. Holland, ineffective today, but that's the thing. Holland is going to have those games where he doesn't get a chance, or he'll get a chance or two, but he's not going to convert. And it's about others around him, being able to contribute. You know what I mean? But other than that, Bernardo Silva didn't really do much. De Bruyne got injured, replaced. But good result for Inter Milan, man. I think this was a terrific point for them. There's a bunch of games to come. So you go into the Etihad, and most people did predict that, Milan were going to lose. I think I even heard some people say Man City were going to beat them by 3-0. That game never looked like it was going to be more than 2 goals, if there were any goals in that game, to be fair with you, because like Milan are good. They are defensively, they're decent. And I think if they just could have had something going forward, they definitely would have caused Man City a few problems. Because you're not really going to get much from Taremi. Like Taremi's not running away from nobody. Thuram, you would think he would run away from somebody, but he was just garbage, bro. I think they need a better striker. Thuram just ain't that guy. But good point for Milan. Impressive performance. City definitely had all the possession, created a few chances, but not much to say. And I think it was a deserved point for Inter Milan. So impressive. Summer, I believe maybe he probably got man of the match for the saves he was making. I've seen a few of like the player ratings that I didn't really think were that awful. Like someone like Bissek, I saw his player ratings and I was like, yo, I thought he had a decent game. Like he was he was confident on the ball. In that first half, he did that crazy turn, and he just looked like he wasn't really troubled a lot. So I thought his ratings for me in that game were a bit lower than what I watched, because I think if anything, I think that whole Inter Milan backline should be having higher ratings, because they did keep Man City quiet. Like that's impressive. So good game for Inter Milan. And then yeah, that's good. But I think Thuram, yeah, this guy needs to go. He's garbage. The few times Milan could have broke, they could have hit Man City on the break, capitalize on being able to play out of the press, because playing out of the press, they were impressive. But then the ball gets to Thuram, and then he's just, I don't know what he's doing, bro. He's running like he's being pulled back by a magnet or some shit. But he needs to be replaced. He ain't that good. But impressive performance for Inter Milan. I think they're going to be one of those teams in the Champions League to watch again. You know what I mean? Like they're going to be hard to beat. They're going to be hard to play against. And I think Man City are going to be fine, bro. They just need a bit sharpening, and they'll be fine. Only thing is, now with Haaland being the only goal scoring option they have, let's be frank. Haaland has probably scored like 9 of their 11 goals this season. So if Haaland has these off games, who's going to step up for Man City? That's the bigger question. They don't have Alvarez anymore. They brought Gundogan back, but bro, realistically, Haaland is the only striker you have on the bench. Doku can come in and have an impact here and there, but if Haaland is not scoring, then it's going to be looking real long for Man City. But we'll see how they get on. But yeah, this has been my thoughts on this game. I think Inter Milan definitely deserved this performance. They deserve this result. Defensively, resolute. And if I was going to give the man of the match to anybody, I'd give it to Barella. I mean, I think Summer got it, but I'd give it to Barella because that guy was phenomenal. But people, like the video, subscribe to the channel, share the video, do what you need to do. I'll see you guys in the next one.